When I got up a year ago, we were still in the middle of grappling with some significant challenges as we were looking to re-platform part of our fixed links online system. Since that time, we've learnt an awful lot. We've found a very different way to do platform reorganisation and platform improvements and upgrades. And in fact, just over the last weekend, and many of you may not have noticed, and for some it's not relevant, but the mobile number portability carrier interface system went through a re-platforming. It's one of the two core systems that we had identified some time ago that needed to be re-platformed. But learning the lessons of late 2016, we've done it in a very different way, and with some superb work across Telstra, because it affects IT and networks and the wholesale platforms, and our retail colleagues who are also a big user of MMP, as you can imagine. We have very successfully done that over the weekend, and everything yesterday and so far this morning has been running well, and I think we're now rapidly sort of getting very confident with that. And that leads us into the re-platforming that still remains. But again, unlike a year ago, we're doing it in a very different, very iterative, very customer-by-customer way. So we've learnt a lot, and again, I'd like to thank you all during the course of the last year. Many of you have, either you personally in the room or your teams, involved in different elements of the projects that we run across the breadth of the IT systems that we have. And the way that you work with us, the way that you have teams on standby, as we did over the weekend, through the days and the nights, to help test when things need to be tested in a real context, makes an absolute world of difference. And I think it is at that core of sort of the collaboration inside our industry that ultimately delivers confidence for all our customers, whoever they choose to use. So we have a big program ahead as well. Andy talked a bit about digitisation, and as you may recall, a bit over a year ago, Telstra announced a broader investment program of an additional $3 billion, a chunk of which is going into network and sort of both the resilience, which many of you benefit from, and ultimately into the precursors and the early stage of 5G. But a significant amount, $1 billion odd into digitisation, and wholesale has its absolute fair share of that. And there are a whole range of projects that are at various stages right now as we work through this year and next to give us a set of platforms and a set of capability to serve you, to enable you to be more efficient, to enable you to get things done faster, and ultimately to create for us, as we think about the post-NBN rollout world, the set of platforms that means that infrastructure that we have, be it on the fixed side and in the core, be it on some of the unique applications, be it in the mobile and ultimately in the software space, are accessible in ways that are both economic, but also make us your partner of choice. Because we absolutely understand that the competitive intensity that we all see in the retail space is equally in evidence in the wholesale space as well.